It's time to start your day with the First Cup Morning Show.
Serving up a warm cup of good news, positivity, and uplifting messages.
And now, here's your host,
Our dad,
Joshua Kangley.
Hello, friends. Good morning to you, and welcome back on into the First Cup Monday Morning Show. I'm your host, Joshua Kangley, and this is the place where we start off the week together with some good news. Thank you so much for joining the show this morning as we start off the week. And we have some good news for you today. We will get to that in just a bit. But first, let's start off with a quote. Winston Churchill once said, "Success is not final. Failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts." And this is one of those quotes that have really resonated with me throughout my life. Churchill's words remind us of something we often forget. Life isn't defined by one moment, one success, or one setback. I mean, success feels wonderful, but it's not the finish line. And failure, as painful as it can be, it isn't the end of the story. What truly shapes our lives is the courage to get back up, regroup, and keep moving forward. Every person listening right now has faced moments where things didn't go as planned. Maybe it was a dream that hit a wall, a project that fell apart, or a season of life that felt overwhelming. But you're still here. You're still standing. And that means you already have the courage Churchill is talking about. You see, success isn't reserved for people who never fall. It's built by people who refuse to stay down. So this week, let this quote be your reminder. Keep going. If you're celebrating a win, great. Use that momentum. If you're climbing out of a tough moment, take a deep breath and take the next step. What matters most is not where you've been, but your willingness to keep moving forward. Courage, not perfection, is what carries us to where we're meant to be. Did you know that on this day, December 8th in 1953, President Eisenhower delivered one of the most important speeches of the 20th century, the famous Atoms for Peace address before the United Nations General Assembly? At this time, the world was living under the heavy shadow of the Cold War. Both the U.S. and the Soviet Union had developed nuclear weapons, and a fear of a possible atomic disaster was growing around the world. People were worried. Governments were tense, and the future felt uncertain. Eisenhower stepped onto the world stage with a very different message. Instead of focusing on nuclear weapons, he urged the world to think about nuclear energy as a tool for peace, progress, and human advancement. He proposed that nations share nuclear knowledge, not for war, but for medicine, agriculture, and clean energy. The idea was simple, yet revolutionary. Take something that could destroy the world and use it to help heal it. His speech eventually led to the creation of the International Atomic Energy Agency, or the IAEA, which still exists today, promoting the safe and peaceful use of nuclear technology. Eisenhower's message was powerful. Even in times of great fear, humanity can choose cooperation over conflict and innovation over destruction. Happy National Brownie Day. According to nationalcalendarday.com, today, December 8th, is National Brownie Day. Each year on December 8th, brownie lovers across the nation enjoy one of their favorite baked goods on National Brownie Day. In the U.S., the chocolate brownie is a favorite, with the blonde brownie running a close second. A blonde brownie is made with brown sugar and no chocolate and is often called a blondie. The earliest recipes for brownies we are familiar with today are found published in regional cookbooks and newspapers around the turn of the last century. In 1906, Fannie Merritt Farmer published a recipe in an edition of the Boston Cooking School cookbook. Now, there is 3 myths that have gained popularity over the years regarding the creation of the brownie. Number 1, in an accidental mixing of ingredients, a chef added melted chocolate to biscuit dough. Number 2, a forgetful cook left out the flour when mixing the batter. And number 3, when a housewife did not have the baking powder, she improvised to create this new treat. The wife decided to serve her guest these flattened cakes. So happy National Brownie Day and enjoy some fudgy, warm brownies. Be sure to invite friends and family to enjoy them with you too. Pour a glass of milk and maybe even add a scoop of ice cream. Go ahead and share your favorite brownie recipe in the comments. All right, it's that time. Time for some animal fun facts.
Today's animal is the Tasmanian devil. Did you know Tasmanian devils will eat anything ranging in size from a possum to a wallaby?
Did you know Tasmanian devils can crunch through the bones and fur of their prey?
And now let's get to the good news of the week. This week's good news headline comes from sunnyskies.com. News source credit goes to sunnyskies.com. A 9-year-old is making the holidays brighter for hundreds of sick children. In central Ohio, a big-hearted 9-year-old is on a mission to make the holidays brighter, one teddy bear at a time. Jack has turned his family's home into what he lovingly calls the teddy bear headquarters, and the place is overflowing with plush smiles. In just 1 month, Jack has gathered hundreds of stuffed bears that he plans to donate to young patients spending the holidays at Nationwide Children's Hospital. His mission has a name too, Jack's Bravery Bears, because he hopes each child who receives one feels just a little bit braver. It all started when our family volunteered last year making blankets for kids at Nationwide, he explained. While helping out, Jack suddenly had a thought. Wouldn't the kids love a teddy bear to go with their blanket? That simple idea turned into his first teddy bear drive, where he collected an impressive 445 bears. This year, he's aiming even higher with a goal of 500 bears. Neighbors, church friends, classmates, and community members have all jumped in to help. Bags and boxes of bears continue rolling in, filling teddy bear headquarters to the brim. But Jack says the best part isn't the growing pile of plush toys, it's imagining how much joy each one will bring. They're going to be so happy, he said with a smile. Later this month, Jack and his family will deliver those bears to Nationwide Children's Hospital, hoping to brighten the holidays for kids who could really use a boost. You know, it's stories like this that remind us that the world is still full of goodness, and sometimes that goodness shows up in the form of a 9-year-old with a dream and a big heart. Jack didn't wait to grow up to make a difference. He didn't wait for the perfect circumstances or for someone else to take the lead. He simply saw a need, felt compassion, and chose to act. And maybe that's the message for all of us this week. Kindness doesn't have an age requirement. Impact doesn't require a title. And generosity doesn't need a grand stage. It just needs a willing heart. Jack's Bravery Bears are more than teddy bears. They're symbols of comfort, courage, and connection. They're reminders that even in difficult seasons, someone out there is thinking about you, rooting for you, and wanting your day to be a little brighter. And imagine if we all carried that spirit into our own communities. If each of us looked around, found one small way to lift someone up, and acted on it, the ripple effect would be incredible. So as we head into this week, let's be inspired by Jack. Let's look for those moments where we can be the reason someone smiles, the reason someone feels supported, the reason someone feels just a little bit braver. Because good news like this doesn't just happen. People like Jack create it, and every single one of us has the ability to do the same. I really hope you enjoyed that good news. And for more good news, positivity, and uplifting messages, you can always visit guidinglights.org. That's www.guidinglights.org. And as always, before we go, I'd like to leave you with a dad joke. What do snowmen eat for breakfast? Frosted Flakes. Well, friends, that is going to wrap up this week's show. As always, I challenge you to be the reason someone smiles this week. And I hope this show made you smile and that you have a great week as well. And remember, Don't let the mainstream media fool you, because there is always good news happening all the time.